right quick, let's talk about one last thing. And I've done 2 short videos in the past couple of days on this, but Carson Beck, he he transferred out of Georgia. He is going to Miami. So what are my thoughts on this? Well, first off, and I'm getting my, there we go. But first off, Carson Beck. How'd I put this? This season was a struggle for him. I think there is some issues as far as trying to find the right guy when it came time to throw the football. I think the offensive line was going to give him enough time to really make something happen. Ultimately, I think what happened here, and I mean, it came out the past few days, he was butting heads with the whole Georgia front office staff and all that kind of thing. And what I mean about that is that he was a distraction, and it's because of his girlfriend, which, I mean, you can't help it that he's dating a very popular TikTok star. But the thing is that it became a distraction to the team. I mean, the way he was driving around in Lamborghinis and the luxurious lifestyle and everything, I think it just was a distraction to the team. And quite frankly, the last straw, which I don't think the Georgia medical staff needs to be mad about this, but he was looking for other consultations about his elbow injury outside of the Georgia medical staff. That didn't sit well with the people there at Georgia. So you look at Carson Beck, he's transferred to Miami. That's where his girlfriend plays basketball. It's not a shocker here that he's going to Miami. I mean, literally, the moment he transferred, he was linked to Miami. Then a couple hours later, he's confirmed he's transferring to Miami. Now, if you're Miami, you look at the ACC, the way it's shaped, and depending on how things go, if you're Miami, you got to feel pretty confident about this right here, right now, because you lost Cam Ward. You get Carson Beck. The offense will not be better than what it was with Cam Ward, because Cam Ward is just a really good quarterback. But here's the thing. Your defense, which they went and got themselves a new defensive coordinator, there's a potential that although your offense may not be better, the team as a whole could end up being a better team. What does that mean? Well, you barely missed out on the college football playoff this year. I think they'll be there. I think they will be in the ACC championship game next season. They will win, whether they're playing Clemson or SMU or whoever they're playing. I think Miami will be a much better team. They'll win the ACC. And depending on how the buys and all that is situated, quite frankly, Miami may get a bye and play in a New Year's Day or New Year's Eve bowl game in the quarterfinal round of the college football playoff, depending on how the format is laid out. Because have to wait and see what kind of changes may come. So Carson Beck to Miami, I think it's a good move for him. It's a smart move. I think it makes sense. Now, if you want to flip the script a little bit, and if you want to look at Georgia right here, Georgia, and this is my opinion, I think Georgia will be fine. Gunnar Stockton, and here's what I'm going to say. If you go back and watch that Notre Dame game, you got a guy who came in against Texas and won the game, but this was his first start in the college football playoffs. I'm not going to sit here and fault a guy by that unless he played completely awful. He didn't play awful. Quite frankly, I thought, considering that the way that this team, just some of the circumstances Georgia had going into the game, Gunnar Stockton played incredible football in my mind. They just had some things go against them that you just can't have. But Gunnar Stockton will be the starting quarterback for Georgia next season. And quite frankly, I think they'll be fine.